Hardly anyone is giving Edgar Berlanga a chance against Canelo Alvarez, not even after his most recent training footage, as Canelo Alvarez has also added himself to the endless list of Berlanga's trolls, rather than see it as him putting in the work ahead of the most defining fight of his career so far. What many see as a comedy compilation of a man who's preparing in the hardest way for a brutal beating from his opponent. His most recent training session even seemed more provocative than the rest, as it forced Saul to respond. Canelo Alvarez bragged so much about his boxing IQ during the press conference. He claimed he has a higher boxing IQ than all of Canelo Alvarez's previous opponents, the likes of Caleb Plant, Charlotte Golovkin, Callum Smith, and others.
I'm physical about this fight. You know what I'm saying? It's all this. It's mental. It's the intelligence. And that's what's gonna make the difference. You know what I'm saying? It's not everybody keeps saying about the power, about, oh, you big, you strong. It's cool. He's powerful, he's strong too. He could punch too. You know what I'm saying? But it's about the mentality.
Even the least boxing fan knows this is a clear lie. Not even after this training video in which Canelo Alvarez sees no boxing IQ but an excessive reliance on power and speed. There's no IQ in how he trains. He's training for a first-round knockout with me. You know that's impossible. No one's put me down in his IQ. He boasts about his trash.
We have an IQ, better IQ than me.
Okay, you're gonna see. You're gonna see.
You will see. You think I'm more IQ than Floyd Mayweather, than Miguel Cotto?
Canelo Alvarez is undoubtedly one of the best boxers who manages the distance so well and has the best chin except Floyd Mayweather and Dimitri Bivol, who outclassed the Mexican champion. He's largely gotten the better of the I-60 fighters he's defeated through the course of his career. The general belief is that it doesn't matter if Edgar Berlanga trains on the mountains or seas. He has zero chances when he locks horns with Canelo Alvarez.
Come on, bro. You're not the...
I know you're gonna see.
Take it easy.
No, I'm gonna fuck you up.
Take it easy way, because...
Edgar Berlanga is set to enter the biggest fight of his career when he meets Canelo Alvarez for the World Boxing Council, World Boxing Association, and World Boxing Organization super middleweight titles. Alvarez has defended his super middleweight titles 4 times already and is looking to maintain his unified status for the 5th time against the Chosen One. Both of them are therefore working hard to get themselves ready for the main event at the T-Mobile Arena in Las Vegas on September 14th. The World Boxing Council has also created a new special belt, Talipus 2, for the winner of the fight. They had created a similar Talipus belt for the Yarimuña fight as well. The belt represents the state of Mexico, as the idea for the belt was taken from the Mexican custom Cuera Talipa. The World Boxing Council has also referred to this fight as the biggest boxing rivalry between countries, Mexico versus Puerto Rico, thus the stakes are pretty high for both.
Do you take him serious? Do you take him serious? No, him. Do you take him serious?
Huh? Yeah, I take him serious.
Alvarez is in fine form ahead of the fight, while Berlanga has also been sweating hard in training grounds to create the biggest upset of the decade. The 27-year-old Brooklyn native is in the best shape and form of his career. He is in the best position to create an upset and completely change the boxing world around him. In an interview with Premier Boxing Champions, Berlanga claimed that he manifested this fight against Canelo.
These kind of things motivate me a lot. You know, you already know that history when I'm mad.
You're gonna handle that for Caleb Plant?
Huh?
He is ready and motivated, and now that he has turned his dream into reality, he is going to fight the best fight of his career. Berlanga uploaded a video on his X's account showcasing his explosive training to tackle the threat of the champion. He was seen shadowboxing in his gym while his coach was motivating him to keep going until the set was finished. The electrifying punches were too fast for a normal human to see with their naked eyes. After his knockout victory over Padre McCrow back in February, Berlanga proved that he can be a challenge to Canelo. But is this training enough to defeat Canelo? The face of boxing most don't think so. So fans were quick to comment on the clip as they were left unimpressed by the hard work and skills of the 22-0 fighter. They still think that Canelo will win the fight, and there is no competition between the two. One user therefore wrote, "Yay, you losing, bro," and predicted total domination by Canelo. Similarly, another Canelo fan has stated, "Yay, no chance." A quick look at their record: Canelo's February 26th, 1 and Berlanga 22-0 will explain the faith behind the user prediction. One other fan was also quick to state the fact that Berlanga has a slim chance against the unified champion. Another user wrote, Canelo is going to make you his son as Berlanga is getting ready for his very first title fight in his relatively short career. The sentiment of the user is clearly understandable, however, stranger things have happened in boxing. Another user chastised Berlanga for chasing the big fight by noting just another person who is trying to up his fame as value in the boxing world, not exactly to beat Canelo. After all, Canelo has more knockout victories than Berlanga has total fights in his career. In the end, the Mexican boxer has far more experience at the top level. While many fans predicted total domination by the unified champion, several fans are of different opinions and want to see the best version of Berlanga on September 14th. One fan wrote, "Let's see the best version of Edgar in the hope of seeing an entertaining fight." Despite his young age and short career, the chosen one has definitely shown his confidence in standing up to the middleweight king. Yet among the vast sea of Canelo fans hoping Berlanga crashed out, a few fans wishing him well was a welcome sight. Another fan was equally hopeful of Edgar Berlanga and wished him luck. Good luck, champ. Wish the fans, since this is the biggest fight of his career. Berlanga can use all the wishes he can get amidst all the criticism. Berlanga himself is motivated and is oozing with confidence. In a conversation with Sports, he stated that he would dethrone Canelo, and it is his time. That is the mindset the chosen one needs to have despite the many naysayers. Canelo Alvarez has also been intensifying his preparation for his upcoming fight against Edgar Berlanga, teaming up with Teofimo Lopez in a series of viral training sessions. The two boxing stars have been working on advanced techniques.
Still an undefeated fighter, even though people don't view him as that. He's still trying to improve and work on his basic foundation.
To prepare for such an important bout, enlisted the help of Teofimo Lopez, the super lightweight world champion Canelo, and the Honduran boxer, who boasts a record of 20 wins with only one loss in his category, in a video that has gone viral on social media. The video shows them training at a camp near Lake Tahoe on the border between Nevada and California. Canelo can be seen against the ropes delivering his best punches and fine-tuning his movements ahead of the upcoming fight against Berlanga. The Mexican fighter gives a masterclass in defensive techniques, working on his waist movement and dodging his opponent all without wearing headgear and only marking the punches. Trainer Eddie Rosso is seen overseeing the entire training session between Alvarez and Teofimo Lopez, who appears to have become Canelo's best ally in his preparation to face Berlanga in the ring. The video also shows Canelo explaining to his training partner some tactics to escape from tricky situations when cornered against the ropes. Canelo was seen sharing his expertise with Lopez, particularly on how to handle tough situations against the ropes. Their collaboration has created significant buzz on the internet. Canelo is refining his skills ahead of his upcoming super middleweight title defense on Mexican Independence Day. Trainer, helping is Canelo Alvarez's legendary Teofimo, Eddie Rosso Crawford. Lopez had previously voiced a strong desire to fight Terrence, however, challenged. Crawford has set his sights on a different Alvarez, Canelo, weight the 4-1 division, champion who recently dominated the welterweight super is interested in making a major jump to Canelo, middleweight to face LBS, while Lopez remains eager to face Crawford at 147 Alvarez. Crawford seems more focused on the potentially historic bout against the partnership's relationship between Canelo Alvarez and Eddie Rosso is one of the most successful and enduring boxing. In Guadalajara, began in 2003 when a 14-year-old Canelo walked into Dono Rosso's gym in Mexico. At 27, the time Eddie Rosso was just Canelo, his father Dono immediately recognized skill's potential due to his power in 16. Even at such a young Canelo, Rosso's bond with the, particularly Eddie, grew from a traditional trainer-dynamic fighter relationship into something more akin to a father-son. Canelo Eddie Rosso was important in developing skills. Boxing. He also played a crucial role in shaping the guidance. Boxing icon's glorious career under Rosso's world. Canelo rose to become one of the best pound-for-pound fighters in the classes. He captured multiple world titles across different weights. Edgar Berlanga looks to be extremely confident heading into his next fight against Canelo Alvarez. Canelo already warned that he will knock out champion in just 6 rounds and that he is vastly superior to the Mexican super middleweight since then, assures he has escalated his position as he now boxing, that his goal is to retire Canelo from boxing. Interview. Good. I want to retire him for question, no goal. That's my legend. I'm not trying to sit here and disrespect him or anything like fight. He's a Berlanga, but at the end of the day we have to sport said belts. But the Puerto Rican went further in an interview with TMZ Boxing and said that his opponent is finished and that he has what it takes to strip him of his time. He already did what he had to do in the sport of over.
Así, güey. Póngase bien listo, cabrón. Chile huevos, cabrón.
I think now it's my pounds. It's time to come in and take Berlanga. A new face is needed at 168 finally, said 14th. Celebrations. He said he wants to become a legend on September. Precisely on the weekend of Mexico's Independence Day concluded, I am destined to make history on September 14th to become a legend on that day to take over the sport of boxing and become the face of the sport concluded.
I'll definitely retire him, for sure. That's my goal, you know.
The fight between Canelo and Berlanga will take place at the T-Mobile Arena in Las Vegas. The 34-year-old Mexican has a record of 65 wins to draws into losses with 39 knockouts. Berlanga 27 comes into this event with a perfect record of 220 with 17 knockouts despite the difference in experience and record in favor of Canelo. There are some experts who aren't ruling out the challenger. One of them is promoter Steven Espinoza, who raised his hand in favor of the Puerto Rican, as he believes he will give Canelo a tough fight. Both fighters showed some spark, some fire, some emotion, and clearly there was a sense that Berlanga is not a guy who is just there to show up, that he's motivated, that he's not intimidated, and all of that really helps. Because when you have a guy as experienced and accomplished as Canelo, one of your big challenges is to convince people that his fights will be competitive. He told Boxing Scene while they clashed at the press conference. Canelo Alvarez stood in front of all the cameras looking sideways at Berlanga, he said.
But are you going to deliver it or not? You know what I'm saying? He's been saying his last 3-4 fights that he's going to knock somebody out.
You're going to feel so much pain you hit like my son. So take it easy, you are getting the beating of a lifetime soon. The two would withstand in trade words held by security. The champion specified his intent not to lay hands on Berlanga, while Alvarez said, I don't want to mess you up right now because your money is gone, so take it easy. But Berlanga reiterated his determination and resolve to take the throne. In return, the chosen one announced, I MMA take your place. This altercation mirrored what Alvarez had told PPV.com. The Guadalajara native carried more drive, zeal, and emotion during the presser. Haddad told PPV.com, Mexico versus Puerto Rico motivates me even more. It seems he is not the only one. When the two took their seats and answered the fans' questions, Berlanga assured the fans and reporters that he was up for the task. The Brooklyn native pointed out that Alvarez had fought everybody, including the big names. The super middleweight champions list of legendary opponents included Floyd Mayweather and Gennady Golovkin. Loin's varied advantages of size and speed at different career stages had worked for Alvarez, but Berlanga theorized that their bout would be different.
This level is intelligence and IQ, and we're not going to end up like that.
He added, what makes it different about this fight is not physical, it's about IQ and intelligence. That's what's going to make the difference on September 14th. Does Berlanga have the skills and ring IQ to beat Alvarez? No one is sure. After taking in their resume, the fans will find out whether this will be the case soon. With the Edgar Berlanga fight, Canelo Alvarez is chasing his 5th straight win since losing to Dmitry Bivol over 2 years ago, which was only the 2nd loss of his 65-fight career, not unlike his upcoming matchup against Berlanga. Canelo fought a promising star with heavy hands last time out. Before the action got started, many expected former opponent L to be a serious threat on the feet. For the 34-year-old, the veterans showed just how elite he is by dominating his opponent to a unanimous decision victory. Canelo Alvarez will be hoping to put on another outstanding show when he steps into the ring against Edgar Berlanga next month. While he has his work cut out for him in his upcoming bout, the North American still has his sights set on other possible fights. One name that continues to call for a shot at Canelo Alvarez is Jake Paul. Jake is one of the names that continues to call for a shot at Canelo Alvarez. Since starting boxing in 2020, Paul Jake has made a mark on the sport. The super middleweight king opponents have come and gone, heaping combinations of praise and respect toward him. Even arch-rival Gennady Golovkin kept it kind during their trilogy meeting. After years of animosity, the last fighter who provoked Alvarez in the build-up stages of a fight was Caleb Plant, who scuffled with Alvarez during a press conference only to be knocked out in the 11th round when they met immediately. Before Plant was Billy Joe Saunders, who irked Alvarez especially throughout fight week and paid for it with a broken eye and then retirement. That was in 2021 when Alvarez was at the peak of his powers.
Shut up!
Buddy,
You
that's
love
for
you
you.
get smacked.
Go and shape
You
your
think you
beard.
got more IQ than
It's also the last time he knocked Without an opponent, a loss to Dimitri Bivol at light heavyweight and majority decision wins against Golovkin, John Ryder, Yel Charlo, and Haim Monja have followed. Alvarez is now promising a turn back the clock-like performance on SAP 14 when he takes on rising upstart contender Edgar Berlanga after a cordial press conference Monday in New York. Respect went out the door the second they met on Tuesday at the Beverly Hills Hotel as Alvarez and Berlanga had to be separated by security after an explosive exploitive fill eruption. "You don't bring anything to me that I haven't seen before," Alvarez quipped. "You're going to see idiot." Berlanga fired back 8 rounds. "Mark my words, I'm not going to have compassion," said Alvarez. "These kinds of idiots keep me inspired. I don't want to you up right now because your money will be gone at the age of 34 and 65 fights into a near 20-year career." Alvarez is embracing new ways to fan the flames, and Puerto Rico's Berlanga looks armed with gallons of gas. "I love it when an opponent pisses me off. When someone gets under my skin, I make them pay the hard way," said Alvarez.
He's not the same, but he is his weight class, the 175, and I don't really want to say what he's need to do to have the fight.
The chosen one, Berlanga, is an 8-year pro who kicked off his career by knocking out 16 straight opponents in the first round, but he has shown flaws since stepping up the competition in recent years. Most recently in February, Berlanga knocked out Patrick MCC in 6 rounds. "I'm the type of fighter who comes to fight. I won't be running," said Berlanga. "Canelo was once in my shoes and now it's my time to make my name and become a legend in the sport of boxing. This is going to be a firefight. It's going to be different. This is a gladiator sport. At the end of the day, we're looking to take each other out. It's going to the next level." Berlanga also pointed to his boxing IQ as the reason he would beat Alvarez. Alvarez exploded in laughter. "He thinks he has more intelligence than me and everyone I fought," Alvarez said.
G and Canelo failed 2 drug tests, though Jaime wasn't allowed to fulfill his dream.
"Come on, bro, he's not going to be able to touch me. I want to see him try. Your turn is coming. You think you have more IQ than Floyd Mayweather and Miguel Cotto. He's nothing compared to them. You're not going to do anything. You're just going to make me laugh. I motivate myself because I love what I do. I love boxing. To these types of fights and fighters motivate me even more. I'm going to train like never before." Alvarez is exuberant with confidence due to his superior skills and experience and the fact that he's facing his softest touch since forcing Yerim to quit after 3 rounds during a mandatory title defense. It was right before Alvarez faced Saunders in what ultimately resulted in Alvarez being crowned the pound-for-pound king and fighter of the year in 2021.
They don't like him. He's a because he got all the money. He got 40, 50 million, 100 million, 200 million. But money don't make you, know what I'm saying? It's about how you treat the people.
All right, gentlemen, if we can take our seats.
Now Alvarez is calling the shots as the face of boxing and sports' biggest breadwinner, picking and choosing any dancing partner as he pleases. Oddsmakers think there is plenty of smoke and no fire around the Berlanga fight. DraftKings lists Alvarez as a -1,400 betting favorite and Berlanga as a +750 underdog. And that's all for now. For the very best updates on news, moments, events, and actions in the world of boxing, stay connected with us by subscribing to our YouTube channel and don't forget to turn on notifications to get notified when we drop quality contents like this. Until next time, peace out.